Hey you guys, this is Elia coming to you from the Wartune test server, and some really simple but meaningful changes have happened to the guild shop, both the normal guild shop for contribution, so gold contribution, and also to the advanced guild shop. So immediately on this page we see that you can get soul seals here, and that's very good. It caps out at 500, so I already purchased those, but so you can get up to 500 soul seals. It's the same for soul crystals. So soul crystals you can get up to 500, but so that's one of the big additions. I highly recommend that if you're buying soul seals or soul crystals with insignia right now, that you stop doing that and instead wait until you can buy them with gold. For sure, there are other things that you're going to want to get with insignia in the future. I don't want to spoil that too much right now. I want to wait just because I really want this one feature to stay in the game, and I am afraid because, you know, every time that we blabber about something extra good, there is like a 50-50% chance that they're going to adjust it before it actually gets out to the main server. So let's just leave that alone for now, but you should save your insignia. And so yeah, so think about getting soul seals through the guild shop in the future. And everything else, it's just mostly, you know, adding a limit here, so up to 50 of each item. Unfortunately, with the dimensions chest, now you can only go up to 50, but this isn't that big of a deal. You'll see in the advanced guild shop that becomes a less significant change. And the other, the sort of odd change for me is that there are no pots here anymore. So so no intelligence or power pots. I think this is acknowledgement on the game's part that intelligence and power pots are so totally pointless. I think at this point pots are just like there to like make you feel better, like, oh yeah, look at me buffing up my tune, but they really do absolutely nothing for you. The significant changes to your stats and everything are from the teas and from the scrolls, because the percentage bonuses are so much more significant than these tiny little pots that they give you. But that said, you will not be able to get them there. If you do want those pots in the future, you should buy them before the patch and just, you know, spend some gold so you can have them, you know, have your little feel better pots. They're really not significant, but you can get them there. Otherwise, the other place that you can get pots is through the altar blessings. And the other thing that we're not seeing here are the Hurricane Steed shards. So you can no longer make the Hurricane Steed through gold. I think you can only get it through the mount shop. And that seems to be the only way. I don't think it's that huge of a loss, you know. It's only going to be a few beast souls in the shop anyway. It's not that fancy of a mount, and yeah, I don't think that's a huge deal. I think it's just, it would have been nice to leave that in there. I don't know why they had to take those two things out, the pots and the Hurricane Steed shards, but that's just how it goes. As for the advanced guild shop, there's much more changes. So we're losing the white iron, so you can no longer get those items for enchanting your Demon gear, which should be fine because those are pretty easy to get from bounty targets. Also losing the Blazing Links card, so we're not getting that one. And then also no more Dragon Essences or Soul Crystal packs. I think they should have left the Soul Crystal packs in. I think that would be really helpful for earlier players, you know, just being able to throw some fangs at that problem. But the Dragon Essence is totally fine. I don't think that's a big deal. As far as additions go, obviously we have these Divine Heart Shards and Divine Soul Shards, so if you really don't feel like, if for some reason you're willing to go to Guild Beast and Divine Altar now gives Fang of Fear. There's a totally different system there. So if for some reason you make it to Divine Altar and to Guild Beast, but don't take the time to do your Knighthood multiplayer dungeon, there you are. I don't think that's a great purchase here, but you can do it. Same for the Titan Stone Shards. I just don't know why you wouldn't just go ahead and farm these from your daily multiplayer dungeon. I mean, what else are you doing with your multiplayer dungeon attempt? I guess you could go use your attempts on forge materials instead of these things and get them through fangs. I don't know if that's like one approach, but that's how it goes. Also, they've added in will crystal shards, and they've changed the prices on these. So crystal shards are now 1 fang, which makes sense. I think before they were like 5 or 10 or some price that nobody would ever touch them. I still don't think this is that great, but anyway, you can think about it. And they added in Sylph Sepulchrum, so there used to be just Mahra, so now you have some options here. And I think that they might have reduced the price here. I'll have this all listed out on the blog, a very, very detailed, where what prices changed, what was added, what was removed. So I'll put the link in the description, but if I miss anything in the video, it's all on the blog. Always cross-check my video and the blog. One of them I may screw up, but between the two, there's probably enough accurate information that you can make informed decisions. Otherwise, these legendary things, I don't think that's super necessary. Maybe if you just want to throw it together quickly, but I mean, that's all stuff that you can get through archaeology very quickly. But the big thing, I think, are these dimension coordinate chests. So basic, intermediate, whatever, don't care. But advanced and expert coordinates, and they're not that expensive. I mean, 500 Fang of Fear is not that hard. If your guild is even remotely good about Daru at this point, you can get 500 of these just by beating Guild Beast, and then putting Divine Altar into the mix, you're also going to get more of these. And if you don't want to spend all the time on expert coordinate chests and you need some advanced ones, those are really pretty affordable. And you can get Fang of Fear through archaeology really easily. So I just think this is a nice feature, and it just makes the fancier expert chests like just so much more accessible. And the dimension chests from Guild Shop, these guys, so I've been buying them on the test server, one, because I have tons of contribution, but I've been buying these up, and I'm going to do a drop rate post on them, but just the drop rates on getting expert chests out of these, or expert coordinates out of these, is just so horrid. It's absolutely just terrifying how much gold you have to go through. At this point, I think it's about like 100 million gold per expert dimension. So this just seems fantastic in comparison, and much easier to go about. So yeah, you don't really need to worry about getting expert chests or I mean expert dimensions through gold anymore, or whatever it might be. Obviously, a lot of people use alteric planes through archaeology to get those as well. But I think this is a very, very nice addition, and just makes life a little bit easier. Also, without having the mount card in the mix, so no more Blazing Links card here, I think that people will probably want to go after these expert coordinate chests. If not, maybe some of these sylph materials will be helpful. But okay, so I think that's about it, you guys. Not too much to it, but some nice additions, really. I'm a little sad to see the mount cards go, but I think that some of the additions are good as well. So there are some shop changes, so definitely look out for more of these types of videos coming up, and then tons of new content in patch 6.1. So stay up to date with us on the blog, you guys. Wartune.doligames.com. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Take care, and have a very good day.